You overestimated how tall I am, though. Wow, it's been like 2 days since I've been telling people how nervous I am about talking here today, and now to ease my nerves, they come up and tell me, well, it's okay, we're just gonna make you go after Richard Dawkins. So no pressure. Seeing so many people here is absolutely overwhelming, especially with the wind and the rain and baby Jesus crying, I guess. I mean, if this event was to take place in my country, I am sad to say it would have probably been 5 people rallying. And maybe 2 of them would be very enthusiastic and 3 of them would be there hoping they might get free stuff. And this is not even a joke. It is really that sad. So it is so exciting to be here. And I've been, thanks, for many months this event has been all over the place, and I see that non-believers are still pretty confused about it. I mean, why are you people going there? Why do you need to rally? What are you even gonna do there? You're really gonna drink infant blood and pray Satan's name and all that? And in all seriousness, there is this misconception that we get together just because we like to bash religion, because it's a fun activity, and it's so much more than that. I mean, of course, there is the fun in it. But as far as I can tell, our criticism of theists, and I think especially creationists, has nothing to do with them just having a religion. There are so many religions and religious cults out there that atheists and in general skeptics don't even come close to mentioning. I've never heard a non-believer criticize Jainism, for instance. I mean, a Jainist extremist is somebody who wears a fabric over their nose and mouth so they don't inhale and kill the little bugs. And, you know, they call Islam the religion of peace. I mean, those kind of things, I personally find them weird, but I'm not gonna go and militate against them. I mean, why would I? But the thing is, with the 2 monotheistic religions of Christianity and Islam, they account for more than half of the world population. And incidentally, these 2 religions have a few things in common. And if there are protesters here who say, no, my religion doesn't promote this kind of stuff, I suggest they should go read a book. And I'm talking about denial of science. There are still people trying hard to keep evolution out of school books or bring religion alongside with it. And also opposing contraception and abortion too, because there are only 7 billion people in the world and we obviously need a lot more. And also this idea that being gay is wrong and so you need to be punished for it. And now the punishment comes in the form of taking away some rights and liberties that straight people have, like the right to get married. Of course, the Bible and the Quran and these holy books, they don't actually tell you that you should prevent gay people from getting married. I never saw any scripture say that. What they say is that you should kill them. But of course, here in the West anyway, that kind of thing would land you in jail. So I think gay marriage is pretty much the only thing they've got. And that's kind of going downhill because more and more countries and states are starting to recognize gay marriage. It's not happening as fast as I would like to, and I'm sure the majority of you would like to, but yeah, we're going there. So yeah, we do tend to have a problem with these things, especially since these 2 predominant monotheistic religions still leave a huge print on social, political and cultural issues. And I saw the protesters, again, they seemed a bit confused too about what they were protesting. I don't know, some people were protesting Obama. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, this is why we are here. This is why we are here, because when religion takes over social, secular values, this is why we are rallying, and this is what we are having a problem with. Now, for a bit of fun, I know there are people who say that we are getting here together. This just shows that atheism is just like a religion. I'm sure you've all heard this, right? people saying that atheism is just like a religion, believers saying that. Because they say apparently we also have our sacred books, like the God Illusion and so on. And then we have our prophets, like Charles Darwin, and we have our evangelists, you know, the people who are spreading the good word around. And then there are people who give their money away to further the cause. We have these gatherings, all this stuff that indeed you do find with religion. But you see, if atheism is a religion because of these things, then so is the Democratic Party. And so is feminism, and so is the NFL. And so is, yeah, everything else that involves people getting together and being active in any given field. I mean, what would really take for atheism to become a religion? First of all, we would indeed need a very old book that is, we hold as unfalsifiable, which is kind of hard when you're a skeptic. I don't know how that works. And this book should not only tell us that there is no God, but also should set the rules of atheism for us to follow, and I will get to that in a minute. Because if you're thinking, you know, Darwin's Origin of Species is pretty old, that's not a good pick, because first of all, it doesn't actually tell us that there is no God. And besides that, unlike a holy book, the Origin of Species doesn't tell us, you know, the rules of atheism. What is good, what is bad, what to do, what we are prohibited from doing. And most importantly, it doesn't tell us who do we have to hate and who do we have to kill. Which, as we all know from the best-selling holy books, is pretty essential. And then we obviously would need to have a prophet. And again, if you're thinking Charles Darwin, he would make for a very lame prophet, with all due respect, because he was never documented to do any kind of magic. A prophet doesn't just go around studying finches and writing science and all that nonsense. I mean, he does cool stuff, like healing the sick and walking on water and turning water into wine. That comes very handy at parties. You know, fun stuff like that. And it cannot be someone like James Randi either, or Penn and Teller, because they admit their magic is illusion, and the prophet cannot do that. I mean, come on. And by the way, you may notice that I refer to the hypothetical prophet as a him. That's because apparently it must be a him, like with any proper religion. And he must have some people following him around, preferably males as well, because vaginas are evil, I don't know. And then another requirement would be to base our belief, well, actually our disbelief, on faith. And there is a big problem with this too, because most non-believers are non-believers precisely because they don't have blind faith. So how can you have a religion without faith? I have never heard of that. And how can you have a religion without prayer? You have to pray, and you have to continue praying regardless if your prayers are answered or not, because results are completely irrelevant to praying. We all know that. And also, you cannot have a respectable religion without a system of reward and punishment, preferably eternal, to scare people and bribe people into following the rules of atheism, which again do not exist. So as you can see, it's pretty impossible to make non-believing in God a religion, since this is not a system of beliefs. It's not even a belief in something. It's the lack of belief in the possible existence of something. So, you know, good luck with that. But this is a lot of talk, you know, to just justify it in a normal conversation. So in day-to-day life, when people ask me, when people tell me actually that I'm part of a religion because I'm an atheist, I tell them that yes, I have a personal relationship with reality. Thank you very much. And again, I have to say that the main reason I'm so nervous about this is that I think me being here is just not, is bigger than me, sort of speak, because it shows that, you know, this is a growing movement worldwide, not just here. And even if in some places it's growing painfully slow, we are everywhere. We are. Thank you.